All Prime Ministers of India Explained in 5 minutes. 1. Jawaharlal Nehru. He served as the first Prime Minister of India from 1947 to 1964. As the first PM, he created states on linguistic lines, and followed a foreign policy of non-alignment during the Cold War which helped India receive help from both the US and the USSR. He developed a mixed economy so that the public and private sectors can coexist. The foundation of AIMS, IITs, IIMs and NITs was laid under his leadership. India fought 2 wars during his tenure, the Indo-Pakistani War of 1947 and the Indochina War of 1962. 2. Lal Bahadur Shastri. He served as the second Prime Minister of India from 1964 to 1966. He continued Nehru's policy of non-alignment but established closer relationships with the USSR. He gave the famous Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan slogan. He promoted the White Revolution in India by supporting Amul. The Green Revolution was also promoted by him to combat food shortage in India. The Second India-Pakistan War of 1965 was fought during his tenure. 3. Indira Gandhi. She served from 1966 to 1977 and from 1980 to 1984. The Third India-Pakistan War was fought during her tenure in 1971, resulting in the creation of Bangladesh. The president proclaimed a state of emergency in India from 1975 to 1977 on her advice, which led to severe crackdowns on her political opponents. In 1984, she ordered Operation Blue Star, following which the Indian Army entered the Golden Temple to remove militants from its compound. 4. Morarji Desai. He was the PM from 1977 to 1979. He was the first non-Congress PM of India. He demonetized the high denomination notes of 1,000, 5,000, and 10,000 Indian rupees. Normal relations with China and Pakistan were restored by him. Pakistan also honored him with their highest civilian award. He holds the record of presenting the maximum number of union budgets, presenting it for 10 times. 5. Charan Singh. He was Prime Minister only for 23 days, from July 28 to August 20, 1979. He is the only PM in India's history to have never faced the parliament. Due to his short tenure, no major decisions were taken by him. 6. Rajiv Gandhi. His tenure as the PM was from 1984 to 1989. His party, the Indian National Congress, had an astonishing 414 seats out of 543 in the parliament, following which he was sworn in as the youngest Prime Minister of India at the age of 40. He nullified the Supreme Court's judgment in the Shahbano case, passed the anti-defection law, ushered the IT revolution in India, and lowered the voting age from 21 to 18. 7. Vishwanath Pratap Singh. He was the Prime Minister for less than a year, from December 1989 to November 1990. His tenure was marked by the rise of militancy in Jammu and Kashmir and the exodus of Kashmiri Hindus. The Mundal Committee report was implemented by him, giving reservation to OBCs. VP Singh resigned when the BJP withdrew support to him because of his opposition to the Ram Rath Yatra. 8. Chandrasekhar. His tenure lasted for 7 months, from November 1990 to June 1991. Due to his short tenure, he could not take any impactful decisions. He resigned when his government failed to introduce a full budget because the Congress withdrew its support. 9. P.V. Narasimha Rao. He served from 1991 to 1996. He is primarily known for handling the 1991 economic crisis in India. He liberalized, privatized, and globalized the Indian economy. He dismissed the government of Uttar Pradesh when the Babri Masjid was demolished. 10. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. He took oath as the PM thrice, serving from May 1996 to June 1996, then from 1998 to 1999, and then finally from 1999 to 2004. During his tenure, India conducted the Pokhran nuclear tests, successfully fought the Kargil War, and set up a separate department for disinvestment. 11. H. D. Deve Gowda. He served as the PM from June 1996 to April 1997. During his short tenure, he kickstarted the Delhi Metro project and introduced a bill for 1/3 reservation for women in Lok Sabha and state assemblies, but the bill could not get through. 12. Inder Kumar Gujral. His tenure lasted from April 1997 to March 1998. He developed the Gujral Doctrine, which focused on better relationships with India's neighbors. He reserved Friday mornings for meeting the public. 13. Manmohan Singh. He served as the Prime Minister from 2004 to 2014. He was the first Prime Minister after Nehru to be re-elected to office after completing a full 5-year term. He enacted the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, the Right to Information Act, and the National Rural Health Mission. His government reserved 27% of the seats for OBCs in the premier educational institutions in India. 14. Narendra Modi. He has been serving as the Prime Minister of India from 2014. He increased the limit for foreign direct investment, introduced the goods and services tax, demonetized the 500 and 1,000 Indian rupees currency note, launched the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, and made triple talaq illegal. Honorable mention, Gulzarilal Nanda. He served as the interim Prime Minister of India twice for 13 days each. The first time after the death of PM Nehru in 1964, and then in 1966 after the death of PM Shastri, as both of them died in office. To save your valuable time, we summarize important topics into 5 minutes explainers. Please consider subscribing to support us and receive regular video updates. Stay ahead of the curve. Thank you.